So somehow, after less than, what was it, 12 hours ago we were at the Nürburgring, we are now at Brands Hatch in the sunny UK. That's good enough, it'll do. Time attack, round, I don't know what round it is. Joey, what round is it? You have to excuse me, I'm a little bit tired. We basically, myself and Jamie behind the camera. Say hello, Jamie. Give us a little, there you go, there he's there. Very nice. We got in at like 1 AM last night and then had to get up for 6 to be here. So you guys have probably seen the title and probably seen the thumbnail, and you're probably expecting to see Minty. But that over there is not Minty. My naming convention for cars is really quite poor, isn't it? But yeah, so that, I think that video's already been out, but in case you haven't seen it, basically we had a engine failure during testing with Minty, piston ring, suspected piston ring failure, which means that obviously it can't be here, which is a real shame because the car was fast and developing it with the aero has been really rewarding, but yeah, obviously we can't drive a broken engine, so it feels like the most disgusting show of I have too many things, and we bought the Praga instead. Praga around here is pretty fast. You guys might remember that we were meant to race here in 2021. Unfortunately the race never took place for obvious reasons. So now it's going to be the first proper run around it and see what sort of time we can get out of it. Also, very importantly, today's video and today's round of Time Attack is sponsored by MSI and their Stealth 14 laptop, which we'll be talking about a bit later on once we've had some coffee and scram. This purposely was not used the other day. I saved one at home. I'm going to have a nice balaclava so I don't have the sim racer sweat. It's like a little treat, you know? It's like a treat yourself sometimes. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Goldie, welcome back to the Praga. It has been a minute since we drove this thing. Last time was a video you saw back at Cabwell, and we were on the tyres here that we used for our final session at Cabwell. So they've got quite a bit of life in them, but as you can see, I'm being quite cautious on these first few laps. As of this video, yesterday I was in the BMW 330i, which is a completely different car to drive, different power, different weight, all of that. So I'm just getting up to speed nice and slowly in these practice and warm-up sessions because times don't really matter here. It's just about getting up to speed and getting comfortable with the car and getting that setup dialed in for the faster stuff. And I would have to make sure I've got this car dialed in because our opponents this round, pretty extreme. Here's one of them. That's Andy Forrest in his 1,000 horsepower twin-turbo V8 four-wheel drive Westfield. You put all those things together and you get a very, very scary situation, especially when you compare it to my little four-cylinder Praga, which is trying its hardest, bless it. But we've got a lot to do today to try and compete with him.
My new laptop, perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah, when you sort one of those out, I'll be able to race you on the sim then, won't I?
MSI, mate, this guy needs a up and coming. He is young talent.
Yeah, that's it, young talent. That's the right way to put it.
So yes, a big thank you to MSI for sponsoring this video and for providing me with their MSI Stealth 14 Studio laptop. Released this year, the Studio 14 is both thin, unlike myself, and powerful. Kind of unlike myself. It's equipped with the latest 13th gen Intel Core processors and Nvidia GeForce RTX 40 series laptop GPUs, and it's light, weighing in at only 1.7 kilograms and ultra slim at only 19 mil. At the circuit, for us it's super important to have something light and portable so we can go through footage, check data, and of course check out some games while we're bored between sessions. That is the most important thing. So yeah, this thing's pretty rad. If you're interested in checking it out for yourself, you can do so by clicking the link below in the description. And once again, thank you to MSI for finally upgrading our team's laptop. It has been very much overdue.
An oddly relaxed day for driving a Praga. Yeah, anyway, so I thought I came in and thinking, yeah, maybe I'll try and beat Andy Forrest in the 1,000 horsepower Westfield. No, not happening. He's so fast. So fast. I've got no shot. But my goal is to try and beat Simon Norris in the Ego again. He's got about 2 tenths of me at the moment. Qualifying, we're going to go try push a bit harder now, of course, try and get some. Well, push harder doesn't really count for anything for us because we're not really in any sort of championship right now, but it's pride, right? I've got to say how amazing it's been. There's been so many cool fans I've met so many awesome people today. People are so interested in the car, questions, that's very respectful. It's nice. It's nice people interested in stuff. Makes me happy. It makes me think that the ridiculous schedule I've had this week has been definitely worth it.
Out the pit lane, are you even trying? Don't do that. It's not the best idea in the world. But I've always had the philosophy that warming up a car, just drive it fast, right? So I've passed with these guys who are doing their warm-up laps right now to get up to speed in the Praga. Now, first of all, sorry for the big thing across the screen. That's my visor. It's only half open, which is very clever when you have a cam box. I know, I'm very clever indeed. But hopefully you're quite enjoying this raw POV of what it's like to drive this Praga around. They're going to Paddock Hill Bend now. Chuck the car at the inside, let it fall out onto the curb on the exit. They're trying to observe the new MSA track limit rules, which of course don't make any sense, but we've got to do it because they're the rules. Now through Druids, and the car's feeling good at this point. I'm getting up to speed, a bit more confident. You can see down here at Graham Hill Bend as well, third gear, letting the car sort of slide into the corner on the power nice and early. And I must admit here, through 30s, this fast left-right, I wasn't quite at full confidence still. I wasn't quite in aero mode. I was still lifting maybe a little bit too much. But the car, you see, into this last corner clearways, absolutely nothing. No mechanical grip whatsoever. Just turning in, soaring at the wheel, and not having the best time through there. But as time went on, I noticed a strong electrical smell in the cockpit.
Something smelling hot, you say?
Something smelling weird, I don't know what it is. Copy.
Now, once we discerned the smell wasn't me in my horrendous unwashed race suit, we went back out to try and put in another lap here, narrowly avoiding the Westfield there on pit exit. Very tricky pit exit here at Brands Hatch, but the undiagnosed smell got worse as time went on. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to risk this. I've been in a couple of incidents recently with smoky cars. I'm going to come in, let's get it checked out properly.
Battery terminal or something.
So that didn't go exactly to plan, that one. Car's feeling good. I felt like I got up to good level of speed. Wasn't much quicker. I wasn't quicker than earlier. I went quicker earlier on today. But I started smelling something weird in the car. I don't know. It smelled electrical. And I came in, got it checked. The guys couldn't see anything. Went back out again. The smell got stronger, and I started seeing a bit of smoke in the cockpit. So, given that pretty much every outing I have at the moment seems to end with smoke in the cockpit, I thought, you know what, fuck this, my lungs are already ruined, I'm going to come in. And Gav and the boys are having a look now, but it's a suspected, the fuel, I think it's a fuel level sender, fuel tank level sender, is touching something and might have got a bit hot and made it start smoking a bit. So we're going to see what it is. We'll wait for the guys. I mean, they're far more competent than me. I'm just like, oh, car hot, car bad, man, get out of car. I'll let these actual people with brains give us an answer soon. But let's review the footage on our MSI Stealth 14 laptop.
Right, well, we found a loose connection there. I'm going to take the top of the fuel tank off and the headrest. Just check all the wiring in behind you, which is what Peter's suggesting where the problems will be.
Race cars. It still felt cool, like launching the thing around there. The time felt like it was coming, and then the thing of these tyres take about 4.5 years to heat up. These are endurance tyres, not really suited for time attack. So I was just getting into the rhythm, and then you start smelling a hot smell, TM, and you think, oh, this ain't good. I'm getting good at identifying hot smells now. That's on my TV. Hot smell enjoyer. I'm just talking now. So, Gav, what do we think the problems might be?
We found a broken wire in the car, so also the battery terminal had slightly come loose. So we've had all the cockpit apart, all the headrest out, checking for broken wires. Like, and we found one. Hopefully, we think that's it, because with a carbon car, any power touching it at all, it makes a terrible smell and a lot of smoke. So,
what do you want to see from Jimmy in the final? Get it out.
Brakes are the enemy of speed.
Also the saviour of people. Hello viewers. I'm Sam. Anyway, last session coming up. The problems have been fixed. We're going to go out for the last session now. And in true idiot tradition, we've basically just gone for a massive setup change to see if we can go any faster. So we're going to revert to one of the setups that we used back in 22, the Praga Cup. See how it does. I mean, I feel like I'm driving quicker than I have done in the car before around here, but the time's just not there. So we're going to take a lot of rear wing off. Hope for the best.
Dudes and dudettes, and it's time for the final, and here we are on circuit once again, playing the traffic game, my favourite game to play in Time Attack. Now, Brands Hatch Indy it's a relatively small circuit. It takes me about 46 seconds on a decent lap around here in the Praga to complete a lap, and as you can see, you trip over people quite often around here, even in the pro class when there's only about 8-9 cars on circuit. So we're all trying to find our own little bit of circuit so we can get our times in, and it can get a little bit clumsy sometimes, but I catch up with the Westfield. Now, you see it here in front of us. Now, bear in mind the pillar does block us slightly here, but next time we see it, look how far away it is. It's just gone. That is the difference between 1,000 horsepower in the straight line and under 400. It is insane to watch that thing go. Someone said actually it was clocked at like 160 miles an hour across the start-finish line. That's just no comparison to this little Praga, who is trying his best, bless him, but is not quite there. Now, I have to be honest here, I was not driving very well. I love to blame the tyres, I love to blame the car, but 24 hours before this exact bit of footage here, I was driving at the Nürburgring in a 330i as part of a 4-hour race. I did a double stint right at the end, and I was exhausted. I just wasn't there. It's a shame that I couldn't quite bring my best performance here, especially for the Praga, which demands you be on the limit and be really locked in, but you know, it could have been worse. This could have happened instead.
Yeah, he's done a 47.
Truck's just leaving, mate.
I don't understand. I mean, I'm driving the thing hard.
Yeah, I know, mate, I know. Just, it'll come. Don't drive too hard. That's what happened here before.
Yeah. Just got slower all day. Do you reckon we've had the best of the tyre?
Possibly. It could well be. I can't believe it. But an endurance tyre still.
Yeah.
Different manufacturer.
I think what Gav was trying to politely say there is massive skill issue. Get on with it, which is fair enough. I was trying to make excuses at the time, but looking back at it, yeah, it was just, it's on me, this one. But so I shut out the pit lane as fast as I could to try and get out onto circuit again. We only had a few minutes left here, and I wanted to make sure I got on a proper lap time, but I could smell that smell again, and it was getting worse. And you can see, as I put into the pit lane, a little bit of a haze in front of the camera. That is smoke filling the cockpit once again. And I'm thinking, oh, for crying out loud, I am tired of being a human barbecue. So we got an old-fashioned Praga pit stop. Yeet! As Gav yanked me out of the car to investigate what was going on.
It's definitely behind your head there.
Fucking cars and fires. I can tell by the flavour now. Electrical. Not how you want to end, but you know, we want to go a bit faster than that today. I just don't think the stars align really. It's still pretty good to drive the Praga again though. It's another round of Time Attack done, this time in the Praga. To be honest, it wasn't really about anything today. I'm in my own class, just sort of running around, but it was really nice to get back into the car, especially after driving, I guess, slower cars for a while. I really get an appreciation for how quick this car is. I think it's easy to forget when, you know, you're driving other stuff like this exists, and stuff a lot faster than this exists as well. I mean, I was at a point where I was behind that Westfield on the straight, and it pulled away like I was standing still. It was insane. But yeah, so I've got to say a massive thank you again to MSI for sponsoring this round of Time Attack. Awesome to have them on board as well, and getting involved in real life racing. So cool now to see so many brands getting involved in sort of real life racing, coming back into motorsport. That's what it's all about, you know, well, for me anyway. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this absolutely insane weekend. To imagine a weekend like this all those years ago, I don't think it's possible. You know, I'd driven 2 different cars, 2 different teams in 2 different countries in the space of less than 24 hours. Insane. I'm a very lucky boy, and the only reason I get to do any of this stuff is because you guys put me in this position. Thank you all so much. I'm now going to go sleep for like 40 years, so good night.